So this is where Ostagona sat while he was here.
Yeah.
So this seat you're looking at is probably 70, 80 years.
This seat here?
Yeah, you're looking at.
Hey.
You know? It has not been fixed or polished.
Yeah.
It's been left in the original condition.
Yeah.
This flag has been here for probably 40 years. What you're looking at. It has not been washed either.
you just left it that way.
Original, yes, it was.
Yes.
So to show you the patriotism, this flag stands next to him all the time.
Hey.
Nigeria first, Nigeria last, Nigeria all the time. This seat you are looking at, Buhari sat here as head of state.
Serious?
Shagari sat here as head of state. You listen to me. Abacha sat here. Babangida sat here. Jonathan sat here. Senior Yaradua, Shehu Yaradua. Not Musa Yaradua. Shehu, the senior Yaradua sat here. MK Abiola sat here. Waziri Ibrahim sat here. Oba of Benin, Erediowa, Iku Bolobola sat here. Alaafin of Oyo sat here. MK Abiola sat here. You understand? Oba of Lagos, Oyeko sat here. So I can keep no palace can say what I'm saying. No palace in Igbo land can say that. No palace. Not even in Nigeria. This is about family Olowo, one of our founding fathers. He fought for our freedom. Kwame Nkrumah, Pan-African. He did it in Ghana.
Yes.
Kenneth Kaunda, Tanzania. Julius Nyerere. You know? So Nelson Mandela, we know who they are.
Yes.
This is Jomo Kenyatta for Kenya.
Okay.
Patrick Lumumba in the old Congo. And then again, Ebu Nokita will go from the palace. Enugu. This is the permanent resident of His Royal Majesty. He goes to Aguna, there is the Enugu and the Igbo Mod. This is just one part of the palace.
Wow.
And what I'm about to show you is our history, the Aguna dynasty.
Okay.
This is Agunolo. Agunolo.
Okay.
Yeah, Agunolo about 500 years ago.
Okay.
Gave birth to Okekeli.
Okekeli. Okay.
Agunolo was a king. Okekeli lived long. So Okekeli was never a king because he lived almost 100 and something.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he died, it took many years before the British came. And then in 1906, the white men came to this town, conquered the Enugu with the British. Okay. Eventually, Lazarus Agora met one of the Warren chiefs, and they become the paramount ruler of Enugu, become Igwe, and he was the chairman of Umo, the native court, when it was established in 1934. He was the richest man in Enugu, the first man to own a car, build an upstairs, Lazarus, first to be baptized in Enugu, first man to do white wedding in this town, first photographer.
So that's your grandfather?
Yeah, my grandfather. And he brought about this main road here. It was Lazarus Aguna's influence that brought this road that we all enjoy today. So that's Lazarus for you. Yeah? And this is Osta Aguna.
Okay.
My father. This is Osta Aguna when he ascended the throne in 1958.
The man that brought us here?
Yeah, that's who we are looking at.
Wow.
Yeah?
Wow.
So if you come over here, you have some prominent Americans who were freedom fighters.
Okay.
The first person you have here is Louis Farrakhan. He's the leader of Nation of Islam in America.
Okay.
It's not just about religion, but it's about fighting for black people.
Okay.
Louis Farrakhan is still alive. This is Malcolm X. The original name is Malcolm Little, but he chose the word X. Okay. The X means unknown in mathematics. Okay. So as far as he's concerned, the white man threw away their names when black people were taken over to Europe and America. So the X is just, I don't know my last name, Malcolm X. He was one of the most intelligent human beings you'll ever meet. But he was assassinated. He was killed because of his approach to racism and how black people were being treated in America. He spoke out for black people. Wow. And eventually was assassinated. Come over here. Okay. You have someone like Martin Luther King, who did the same thing. Martin Luther King Jr. He was one of the freedom fighters of black people in America in the 60s. He was killed as well. Somebody shot him when he was giving speech, and that's it. This woman is Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks. In the 60s, in those days, when a white man, a person comes into the bus, as a black person, you have to get up and go and sit at the back. Rosa Parks refused to get up for white people. And
is a black
woman, yes. Okay. That was one of the freedom fighters in those days in the 60s in Alabama. Wow. Now, if you look at this side, what you have here is Chief MK Abiola. Okay. June 12th. This is Abiola casting his vote on June 12th election. Okay. We shall never forget. The June 12th. Abiola was a part of this family.
Okay.
As far as MK Abiola was alive, Osta Aguna was his father on this planet. There's nothing Aguna will tell him that I will not listen to.
MK Abiola.
Yes, Abiola live here. This is his bedroom up here.
Here.
The second room here now, the door you are seeing, that door, that window you are looking at, that's Abiola's bedroom. That's where he sleeps when he's here.
Serious.
Yeah? And this is Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, the first president of Nigeria.
Yeah.
You know, they were the freedom fighters that gave us freedom. Zik of Africa.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And that's the man.
Okay.
Banime Palace.
Actually,
My life, I don't
okay.
Let's go in now. Yeah, yeah. So,
this is history home.
What I be
this is history home.
No place, no palace in Igbo land have the history like this place. My friend. I say, I want to go here and say, I will go up.
Oh, this is very beautiful.
What is here? Is just wow. Back. Okay. So many things.
This is your father palace.
Yeah, this is where I'm gonna receive people. Yeah, okay. And let me show you something. This man, let me show you the picture. I want you to zoom into this picture, if not for any other thing. This okay. One, yeah.
Okay.
This particular picture was a professor of archaeology, Professor Thurston Shaw, from Cambridge University. This is a man who did the research and took some of the things that were a man in Ibuku was digging a well.
Okay.
In those days. So the man came about in a big trunk.
Yeah.
That trunk contained so many things like ivories, gold, so many things of kingship. So this man was in Nsukka then. Oh, thank God.
The body light.
Yeah. So this man was in Nsukka then. So this Professor Thurston Shaw, who was a professor of archaeology, UNM then, associate professor. And he did that research to show that Igbo people have been in this part of Nigeria since 9th century. 9th century. The one in Benin is saying 11th century.
Yeah.
The one in Nok, in the north, is saying 13th century. So no tribe has been before Igbo people in this country. That was proven by that picture, that man.
So this man
did. Now, the picture I showed is me at the age of 17. Yeah? 17 years old. This particular masquerade, for anybody that knows, this particular masquerade is called Akaeze masquerade. Akaeze is a masquerade that of strength, has so much voodoo and whatever. But this particular one has a story. There's a reason why I kept it here.
Okay.
Now, anybody that listens to the song by this Ogene musical group from Aguku. Okay. Aguku is one of our brothers, one of our neighboring towns.
Okay.
The story with this masquerade was that there was a prominent person that died in Aguku, and this particular masquerade was invited to come and perform. There was another masquerade in Aguku, which was much older than them. But to cut this story short, when that one was dancing, eventually the MC was announcing that masquerade should give way so that this one will come and dance.
Yeah.
He refused. And the man inside this and the man inside the Aguhu one were friends.
Okay.
They used to live in a place called the Ofesi, Delta area.
Okay.
So now, the Aguhu one wanted to show that he was superior to this one. But these people have done their homework, prepared themselves with their musical group, and he came out from he started to perform. In Igbo, we know what Ogu is doing. So the Aguhu one pushed something to him. What this one did was to say, whatever he sent to me goes back into her body. And the Aguhu one fell down on that place and died. That's why we have the song called Igbo Igbo Mong, Igbo Apalo Mong, Igbo Igbo Mong. Igbo Igbo Mong, and the song goes, Olon Sebuli Huno. Who killed that man inside the Mako? That Anari, the land in that town should look for the person.
Okay.
Anari, Chovia.
Yes.
Oh, Bulu, that man. I have only one Ikuba from Uroko village. One Ikuba from Uroko village. That's the man inside this masquerade. 2 years he was they have to save him for 2 years. He was like he almost died as well. because of the impact what's happened to. But what he did was whatever he did to me should go back.
Yes.
But that one paid with his life.
Yes. But he survived it.
Survived it, yes.
Okay.
He lived until
so what of this
90s.
one?
Okay, this is Ghost Aguna with his first cabinet chief in 1960. So what you have here now is Ghost Aguna himself. This is a man called Wakahali Ozonwelibe. There was a powerful native doctors in this area in those days. If he tell you die tomorrow, you die tomorrow. It doesn't. People, there's no people like him anymore. They don't have
two words.
Yeah. And this is Oba Di Ewando. That was the first person my father put on this chieftaincy in this town. Oba Di Ewando, later Oba, senior Oba. Yeah. And this hat they are wearing, it was Ostagona was the first traditional award this big hat. He felt that nobody did before him in Igbo land. Nobody.
So even was before Onitsha.
Onitsha is just, where did Onitsha come from? That's the Chima, Mbosi. This one is Aaron Kwacha's father. One Kwacho Bako is the next person. So those are the people in this picture. I think this one, I don't know who this one is, but one of the emirs from the north.
Oh, Shagar?
No. It's emir, one of the kings. I'm from Lafayette or something. I took picture with Aguna in those days. And what you're looking at here is Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe sitting here, over here.
Just in this palace?
Just this palace. That's why I left this style. I changed this ones, but that one was
okay. So
that the same style you're looking at. So it's a history.
Wow.
That's why it's like that. So that's Nnamdi Azikiwe sitting there, and there's other many people. These are some of the towns, you know. I think it was a town union meeting having there, and this Igwe with his cabinet, the Ewando, and the next person there is the Oka for home report of Enugu, and some other ones. And this is my mom with the women.
Yeah.
And these are Odweze. To Odweze society. The wives of Igwe's cabinet. Yes. Some of them you are looking at here. And that's my
mom again.
Yeah, sitting there. Yeah.
Okay, you took from your mom.
Yeah, that's my mom family. They are big people. You know? So this is where Ostagona sat while he was here.
Yeah.
So this seat you are looking at is probably 70, 80 years.
This seat here.
Yeah, you're looking at.
Hey.
You know. It has not been fixed or polished.
Yeah.
It's been left in the original condition.
Yes.
And this is my brother, and this is me.
Yes.
That's the Igwe there. You know.
So
now, I'll show you this. When people hold what you call Ngwagalega, staff of office. Now, then you can see this one. It has two.
Okay.
Two.
Yes. Okay.
This is Ngwahonano 4. Only the king can hold this, or the crown prince.
Yes.
That can hold this. You see, it's 4.
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
The rest people have 2, 1.
Okay.
This one is Ngwahonano.
Okay.
That's why.
I never know about this.
Yes, only the Igwe can hold this, or the crown prince. That's why it has 4.
Yes.
Look at, hold this one now.
I can hold this one.
Yes, yeah, hold this. Nothing. Ngwahonano 1, 2, 3, 4. So also has an AG or crown prince. They told you go name. Nobody else can hold this. Yeah, I heard present. So, yes, here we just anybody actually
yes,
stuff of whatever. That's what it is. So, that one was that patriotic. This flag has been here for probably 40 years. What you are looking at, it has not been washed either.
you left it that way.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
So to show you the patriotism, this flag stands next to him all the time. Nigeria first, Nigeria last, Nigeria all the time.
That is that.
Yeah, that's the slogan. Hold on, Ken.
This one 4 is very heavy.
No, this is elephant toss, man.
Direct.
Yeah, elephant toss, real one.
Jesus Christ.
It costs you about 300,000, 500,000.
Before, not now.
Now. Oh, I don't know how much it is, but you know, things are expensive. Yeah. Okay. This particular place, this particular room.
Okay.
President Buhari sat here. This particular seat, even though it's been moved because of this one, that seat used to be closer to here. This seat you are looking at, Buhari sat here as head of state.
Serious?
Shagari sat here as head of state. You listen to me. Abacha sat here. Babangida sat here. Jonathan sat here.
Okay, Jonathan visited your father.
Yeah, I show you a picture of the wives sitting with my dad downstairs. Yaradua's wife, all of them come here. Senior Yaradua, Shehu Yaradua. Not Musa Yaradua. Shehu, senior Yaradua sat here. MK Abiola sat here. Wazir Ibrahim sat here. Oba of Benin, Erediowa, Iku Bolobola sat here. Allah Afia Foya sat here. MK Abiola sat here. You understand? Above Lagos, so you go sat here. So I can keep no palace can say what I'm saying. No palace in Igbo land can say that. No palace. Not even in Nigeria. Fact. This particular city you're looking at. All I did was to change the clothes because it was old.
Yes.
But the wooden, the shape is left the same.
Yes. Okay.
So that's the history.
Wow.
So who's who in Nigeria?
This is a famous chair.
Toilet Buhari use Atiku sat there. Tinubu city as well.
So can you film us in Obasanjo Jaro?
Makana I felt a man always go much. Like
very right.
Toilet
Buhari use
Atiku Waziri Ibrahim keep naming them.
Yes.
Uzu shows the purity of heart.
Okay.
When somebody visits you, it's clean. Yenzu na-ego n'obu ụdọchi nabata mmadụ. Ijekwa ebe a ma nwa ọhụụ a na-edowe nzu ịbata iwere eme n'aka, mee na forehead. In the modern time now, nwoke iwere nzu a na-enye nzu onye n'aka. And it goes to the right side. So m nọ ebe kịta jide nzu nke ya na hụ ihe mmekwu Chineke meela ya ebere whatever I say, and I roll it to the next person. He pick it and say whatever. It goes round. Now women can use this, but they don't do marks on the ground. Why I will nzu? That's it, and then keep it back. That's how it goes. Now, if I was direct, this is Osisi, yeah, and Ofo will now tell you, why don't we go into the museum and I will elaborate more on this?
Yes, so museum. All right. That's very important. That's very important.
So, my I never get out.
Okay.
Yeah. Then clear Bitelaka. No, these two wives.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but he lived so long that the both wives died before him.
Yeah.
Now, Lazarus,
okay.
Priscilla Mbo Yago, that's my grandmother from that side.
Yes.
Now, why Nanka.
Okay.
But this is Okekele's wife later, before he passed away.
So this car.
So this car there now, the last car was I use.
Okay.
Then go to moto MK Abiola.
Okay.
Abiola go to moto, yes.
Hey.
So it has not been fixed, but I'll fix it. I intend to fix it. But it was abandoned the mechanic for some time.
Okay, you fix it and still keep it.
Fix it and still keep it.
Yes, for history, yes. That's the purpose. It's very
So, Ebeha will just an artwork.
Oh yes.
Showing Igwe dancing with Ibu Ijele. So Ibu Ijele and one number of people are involved.
Oh, okay.
Each person with a tool, with a particular musical instrument. This is Odo, the bigger one.
Yeah.
Odo.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at there. Bell. It doesn't care, it rings. Now this is man with the flute.
Yes.
Looking at then, yes. Yes. So then and that is when it's complete.
Okay.
It was then when you go
yes.
He's holding the offer and in the right hand. That's what.
So this is the main.
Yeah. Both on the palace now we are in. So palace indoors.
Okay.
So in the from this artwork here, it took on the Mogovaro.
Okay.
This is Igwe Regalia during the Igwaro festival.
Okay, talk us address.
Yes, arm with your foundry. Yeah, then Nzu on the right hand.
Yeah.
With this hat.
Yes.
This thing comes out once a year. This foundry comes out once a year.
Yeah.
Unless there's something of so much importance. Let's say there's a case he wants to adjudicate. For example, during there was senatorial election and it was being disputed. And then the Obi. That time, the tribunal came here and that one brought this offer and charged them. If you take bribe, all of you will die. and they went and spoke the truth. Abana was rejected from side, and Ndiobi was this thing, replaced by Ndiobi, because the tribunal saw the truth, and they knew that if they lie after this, they will die.
Yes. No two way.
No two way.
Offend.
Yes, that's what you are looking at. That's my mother,
Yes.
rested. Then now, come to this side. Let me show you.
Okay.
You have Nri. How Nri started.
Okay.
This is our father. The story of Nri is that Nri did not migrate from anywhere.
Okay.
You can say some people, they migrated from here. Nri descended from the sky. That is story according to legends.
Okay.
This man descended from the sky, right? And that's the origin of Nri. This is Nri himself.
Okay.
And now the first son of Nri is Obalakan Ukabia. That is father of Enugu.
Okay.
By seniority.
Okay.
This one is father of Novia, Obalandriam. They are looking at. Yeah? And then the next one is Ifekwanen Menri. This is father of Aguku.
Okay.
Third son of Nri. And then this is fourth son, Agui, father of Enugu Agede.
Yes.
Those are the 4 towns that made Omo reclaim. Then Nri has one daughter. That's what most people don't know. That thing has one daughter and it's called Igwedo. That's the mother of Okozonando, Obudiki and Dumle.
Okay,
that's it. That's how it was. That's how it is. Yeah? That's what the art represents. Yeah. Yeah?
History.
Now, if you look at here, this is like Heroes Gallery, Black Freedom Fighters. Not all of them, but the ones that I can find. There are too many of them, you can't fix it.
Yes.
Now, this is Herbert Macaulay. He started the whole thing in those days. Zeke came back and eventually he died. Zeke took over. Now, there were people they called the Zeke's Vanguard.
Okay.
Ostabuna, Raji Abdallah.
Okay.
Yeah? Oged Macaulay, that's about Macaulay's son. Ndokeze, right? Moku Wokoe. And then Anthony Nahuru. Nahuru was not a member of NCNC. Most people don't know that. Anthony Nahuru was not and will never be a member of, because he was part of the revolution. But they worked in, he was the editor of the papers, West African Pilot and Daily Comet. And he was one that moderated the lecture, the call for revolution, where Ostagora delivered, October 27, 1948. Now, this is T.S. Benson. That's the man that gave free legal representation to NCNC those days.
Yeah.
Free.
Yes.
Because they know they couldn't afford to pay for lawyers.
Yes.
That was how he came in. This was Obafemi Awolowo, one of our founding fathers. He fought for our freedom. Kwame Nkrumah, Pan-African. He did it in Ghana.
Yes.
Kenneth Kaunda, Tanzania. Julius Nyerere. So Nelson Mandela, we know who they are.
Yes.
This is Jomo Kenyatta for Kenya.
Okay.
Patrick Lumumba in the old Congo. W. Du Bois from Ghana. This Martin Luther King, American freedom fighter, Malcolm X. Marcus Garvey was the Caribbean island. This is Balewa. This is Farrakhan. You saw the statue over there. I was telling you, the love nation of Islam, freedom fighter. That's the woman Rosa Parks.
Okay.
To get that This is Haile Selassie. Oh, yeah, form Organization of African Unity. Haile Selassie. Ethiopia was the only country in Africa that was not colonized by the West. In fact, I was the time he was dethroned. Later, the British government reinstated him. He didn't go Bob Marley until the philosophy of human race. We Africans, we fight. That was from the speech he gave at United Nations.
Serious.
That song, we Africans shall fight. We know we shall win. We believe in justice. We believe in good over evil.
Yeah.
That song was from Bob Marley. That particular song was from a speech he gave at United Nations. That is a lesson. So Mugabe did it in Uganda, even though he fell out with the West later. But he was the soul Mugabe from Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Remember? This is the same woman. This is Winnie Mandela. Nelson Mandela's wife. He was part of the freedom in South Africa.
Yes.
So to mention, but if you can't put all of them, Fela did his own with his music.
Yes.
The soldier will arrest Fela, put him in jail, beat him. But Fela was outspoken.
Yeah.
He spoke to Nigerians and said, these people are stealing your money. He was not a coward, just like their mother. Fela's mother was part of the revolution as well. Women. He did what she had to do. So eventually, I'll get the picture here as well. Now, this is where this is the actual throne. This throne is a rock. It's not a fanciful upholstery seat or big seat with all the lion head and everything. It's a rock. And what rock represents is that the king never dies.
Yes.
So Okute can grow. Rocks can grow.
Yes.
How does it grow?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Yes.
That's what the mystery of kingship.
Okay.
And I said, he has gone on a long journey.
Yes.
So also, Staguna wears it and put in the whole Igbo land. What are you so many before him? I am my about anybody may a copy. Like in case you then go as another fellow. You know who will put it there. Aqua MC Aguna.
Okay.
So I bet Aguna Nano. You know, Aqua Akita full of Nuzu. Nuzu just like this. So Aguna Bia. Most Aguna meditate for 12 days. 12 days, which is 3 native weeks. In Igbo land, 4 days, 1 week. Izu. So for 3 native weeks, those Taguna meditate behind there. He sit there, no woman cooks for him, only men. If you are gone to a woman, you don't come near him. He will sit there for 12 days, he won't shower, he won't shave. And that's purification. After that, he bless this Izu. That's why you see people queue up here in hundreds, thousands to get their hand on this. On that day of the festival, it's a blessing. You know? So see how we go and need whatever. So man on where people are just copying. That's imitation. You know. So this is Obo from the museum. I will open it when we finish here. I will open it so we can still go in. Now, this is the palace where you have, like I said, I think we came here with 12, 15 governors. We take chief. I think we chieftains in Indibo here. The video is there to prove it. Tinubu was there with them, you know, all the governors were here. Now, this Obo from the museum is the first museum in Eastern Nigeria. If you go back,
First
museum in Eastern Nigeria. All right, now,